Hey everyone, welcome back to the Wyoming Knits YouTube channel. My name is Jenny Lee and this is my channel where I like to talk about all the things that I've been knitting on over the past week. Today is Sunday, June 8th, 2025, and this is episode 93. You can find me on Instagram as Jenny Lee Knits, and you can find me on Ravelry as Jenny Lee S Knits. And today I'm coming to you from a sunny southwest Wyoming where it is currently 65 degrees. We're supposed to warm up to 75. So today's supposed to be a warm day. I live here with my husband, our daughter, and our little Yorkie Dax. It is my first week off of school, so I've had one whole week to complete as much knitting as I wanted to, and so let's talk about everything that I have done this week. So the first thing we'll talk about is finished objects. I have one. This is my Vibes Tee by Tif Neilan, and I think I really love it. I'll pop in a picture over here of me standing so you can see the full sweater. It has twisted rib at the top. You come back and pick this up, and then there's eyelets. This is one color, this is one color, and this is one color. And then you do some more eyelets. And I think I really like how it worked up with all of the different variegated colors. Excuse me. With the variegated colors, and then I just had the one solid. This is a Zen Yarn Garden yarn that I got, I want to say I got it back in 2021 or 2022, and I have been waiting to put this into a pattern together. So I think I knit the third size. I can't remember what the measurements for that are. One second. So the third size has a finished bust circumference of 39.75 inches. So almost a 40-inch bust. I am a 34, so it has about 5 to 6 inches of positive ease on me. I used a size 6 and a size 6 for the body, a size 5 for the ribbing on the cuffs and the hem, and then a 4 for the twisted rib cuff on the top. That was the recommended needle size. I'm pretty sure I got gauge, and so I would definitely knit this again. It was so potato chippy. So you cast on and you did your first round in your first color, then you did your eyelet round, then your next color, and so you were like, oh well, I've done these two or three rows, then I did an increase row, now I only have this many rows left until I get a switch to the next color, and then I get a switch to the next color. And so it was really easy to just keep knitting to get to the next color. I think I worked on this Sunday, and then I blocked it Friday. So Thursday, all day Thursday I worked on it. Most of the day Friday I worked Wednesday I worked on from, I want to say about here down. Because I was right here last time. I was ready to, I had just split or ready to split for the sleeves. and I did the rest of the body. I had 4 more colors to put in, 4 more stripes, and it was bedtime on Wednesday, so I picked it up Thursday, did the rest of the colors, tried it on, decided I wanted to go 2 more stripes, then the hem, then I did that, picked up the sleeves, did the sleeves, and then did the collar, and right before I was ready to bind off the collar, it was time for bed, and so I bound off the collar Friday morning, blocked it, and it was ready to go. So it did not take me very long at all. I do like the circular yoke construction on this one. I feel like when I move my arms up or down, it doesn't pull up the whole sweater. So I do really like this one, and I think I would make another one. I don't know, I might make it with a little bit longer sleeves. I just followed the pattern exactly on this one, but I think maybe next time I would go a little bit longer sleeves. I don't really like cold air on my arms at all, and so most of the time I like to have my arms covered or mostly covered, so I might go a little bit longer on my next one. And I think I will do some more, I'll have like the eyelets a solid color, and then I might do a variegated, a solid, a variegated, just to see how it works up. But I think I would do this again. And I think that's my only finished object this week. I did work on it a lot, but I did put a lot of progress on some other things. So let's talk about all of my works in progress. So the first thing I have is in a bag by Mountain State Stitches. All of the patterns, the yarn, and the bag makers will have a link in the description box below, linking to their shop or to, I link the shops for the bags, the shops for the yarn, and then the direct pattern page for the pattern. And I am using, this is a sock, I'm using my Yarnable from January 2023. This is Party Like It's 2023, and this is beautiful pink and gold, and I've made some more progress on my vanilla socks. I gotta find something to do with the ball. So we'll just put it on. So I started with a German twisted cast on. I cast on 64 stitches, and I did a 2x2 cuff, ribbed cuff for 20 rounds, and then I did the leg for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 rounds. And then I put in a different stitch marker to tell me where I started the cuff on what round, and did a slip stitch heel flap. I'm using the pattern 9-inch vanilla socks on 9-inch circulars by the Crazy Sock Lady. And I was right here last time. I had just finished the gusset decreases, and I've added a little bit, let's see, I've added 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 rounds. I think I have to do at least 80 rounds for this sock. So I have about 20 more rounds left on the first sock. So these are going to be a gift. Then I have another sock, and this is in my I want to say My Needle Crafts bag. And I'm using Dragon Hoard yarn for this one. And this is the Fly Agaric. I'm not sure about the name of that one. And I have this sock. I'm doing the String of Lights pattern by Sock Witchery. I did modify the pattern, I think. When I start my socks, I cast on with a German twisted cast on, and I usually just do 20 rounds of 2x2 rib, and then I decide what I'm going to do for the sock. And so I picked the String of Lights pattern for this one, and I'm doing the repeat for the leg. I'll do the heel that's in the Vanilla Socks on Magic Loop by the Crazy Sock Lady. I think that is a different heel than what Lindsay has you do in this one. And you can kind of see the pattern. So this is just a broken rib pattern. And I am almost ready for the heel on this one. I'm going to do 60 rounds for the leg, the heel, and I'll just do a slip stitch heel flap. So I was right here last time and I worked on it a little bit. I think I've kind of lost a little of my sock mojo. I just want to knit sweaters. That's all I want to knit right now. But I also want to make socks for some of my friends and family, and so that's where these are coming in. The next thing, let's talk about what I've had on my needles the longest. This is a Sassy Sacks, and grab everything out of the bag. I'm using this beautiful, beautiful green from a chick that knits. And this is the color Fern Gully. Right now in her shop, she does have a similar color. She doesn't have Fern Gully, but the color I think is the closest to this. It's almost, I would say almost exactly this color. It's super, super close, is her Shire color. And this is my Birch Pullover by Andrea Mowry. And I'm gonna have to hold this yarn. Okay, let's move my hair out of the way. And this is the Birch Pullover by Andrea Mowry. This is the front, and I have put some more inches on the sleeve. I have two more decreases, and I'm ready for the cuff. Then I will pick up this side and do the other sleeve, and then it'll be done. I really want to finish this, but every time I pick it up, I struggle with how long it's taking to make progress, because every round is half a row. So I'll work a round of purl stitches and then a round of knit one below purl all the way around. It is taking me less time to go all the way around, so it's working up a little bit faster. I think just the time it takes is what is making me not want to pick this up as much. But I love how squishy it is. I want to wear it this fall. I think it might be a little warm to wear it this summer. This is a fingering weight sweater, knit on size, I want to say size 3, size 2, US size 2, 2.75 millimeter, right? 2.75? Yes, 2.75 millimeter needles. So I have this on my ChowGoo mini set with the 3-inch tips and the mini cord. This mini cord is tiny and I always feel like it's going to break right there. But these have held up really nicely. They're so super tiny though. So hopefully I can have this sweater done soon. I want to get it finished. This is on one of my Finish It 9 projects for the Rose Opal Knits podcast. I picked 9 things that I wanted to finish at the beginning of the year, and this was one of them. So I really want to get this done. Out of the 9, I have 6 out of 9 completed. I have 3 left. There is one more that I'm going to show you today, and then I have one more sweater on that list that I have not worked on probably since Thanksgiving break. So I will show that when I start working on it again. The next thing I wanted to talk about was in this labyrinth bag. This is my Autumn League pullover by Two of Wands, and I'm using this Sirdar Loveful in the color Pine. I got this from my local yarn store, the Yarn in the Tail. That will be linked in the description box below. And I was right there last time. Right here's where I started my new ball. I'll have to go in and I haven't wove in any of my ends yet, so when I weave that in, that little hole will disappear. So right now I'm just on the stockinette. It's got the cute little X on there. This is supposed to fit like an oversized sweatshirt. It has a faux seam on the sides, and so when you're finished you mattress stitch the side. You're supposed to do the arm and the side. I think I'm going to do the arms in the round and just sew this part. It gives it a little more structure around your body, and so I think I'm going to do that way, and then just have the arms just regular knit in the round with no seam. So you do the body, you do the arms, I think as a split hem, and then you come back and pick up the collar. This will be probably, let's see, I made 1, 2, 3. I've made 3 Autumn League pullovers. This is number 4, and I've made 3 Winter League pullovers. So it is a really nice pattern, easy to follow. So I'm working on that one. Then I have my bag from Bags by Awesome Granny, and this is holding my Mama Jess April mystery yarn. This is Shades of Purple. And I have my Maema. It was right here last time. I put the sleeves on hold and I've done maybe 2 or 3 rounds. Actually, I guess this wouldn't be a round. Rows, 2 or 3 rows. But I love it. You have this honeycomb brioche on the front. You have plain stockinette sleeves, and then the back is the same honeycomb brioche. And this brioche stitch is super, super easy. One row is knit all the way across, doing your brioche knit stitches, and then on the way back you knit one and then slip with yarn over to create your brioche stitch, and knit one, slip one, yarn over, knit one, slip one, yarn over, all the way down, knit all the way back. So it is super, super easy if you have done any kind of brioche before. I am making the 3rd size in this one also. Then I worked on my sea glass cardigan. I absolutely love this and how it is working up. I love it. Still got all the fringy bits. I'll come back and there's a special thing you do with all of these, and you pick up your stitches. I love it. I love that I recast on with a larger needle to get gauge, and it's just fitting so nicely right now. I can't wait to get it finished. I think I'm at 9 inches on the underarm and I need to get to 16 inches, so I have 7 inches left to do. I did a few rounds a couple days ago, a few rows. And I am just using Knit Picks Swish moss. This is on every single row, and it's the 1x1 color work, so I have this one, and then my next stitch will be one of my leftover greens or one of my row 1 minis. I'll just throw the tags back in this box when I'm finished. So I have this box that I'm working out of right now, and then when I finish that color I put it in here. And so this is another bag by Awesome Granny. So this one is pretty full of yarn right now, and so when I finish everything in the box, I will dump the bag back in the box and start over. I'm not keeping track of what yarn went in what row. When I do my sleeves, I'll just kind of guess this color's close, or I might even just, I want to work on this color right now, so that's what we're doing. I don't know. So that was all the garments I worked on, but I did pick up another blanket that I have been working on. It is the Habitation throw by Helen Stewart. I have my Pretty Twisted, let me see if I can find my, yes, Pretty Twisted yarn from 2023. This was the band on the 25th day. I got the sparkle, and I'm connected to 2 balls of yarn right now. These are the stitch stoppers that came with the Advent. And I am on the decreases. So I started with the main color, day 25. I did my first few rows. I did my eyelet row, and then this was day 1. And then on the eyelet rows, I went back to, I did the main color. Then day 2, eyelet rows in the main color, all the way to day 25. And then I did my first decrease round in the eyelet rows, and then back to day 1. And I do still have a little bit of yarn left over. I got this tip from Shauna of Shauna Stitches and Amy from Happy Little Yarn to get these little clips that you can clip your label or hold your yarn together. So I just got a few of these so I could keep track of which day each yarn was, because the progression of some of these is super, super close. And I wanted to keep track. So I do have, I think I have enough left over to put a square in my memory blanket. So right now I am on day 9. This yellow is day 9. So I have, let's see, 24 minus 9, 15. 15 more rows left, and each row gets smaller. So eventually the rows will be small again, and then I will end the last section with this again. This is also on my Finish at 9 board for Rose Opal Knits. I was right there last time I showed it. So since school got out, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stripes. I think I worked on this Sunday all day Monday and most of the day Tuesday, because I want to finish it. Ooh, I love that. And this is just living in this box for now so I can keep all of the colors organized. And this just sits by my chair and I pick it up and do a few rows every once in a while, or do as many rows as I can in one day. So I want to have that finished. I'm hoping to get my Birch pullover finished and my Habitation throw finished this week. We'll see what my family wants to do this week. I don't know if we have any plans or if it's just I get to stay home. And my daughter has a job right now. She is working at our local grocery store a couple of times a week, and so there's a couple days a week that I'm home all by myself, just me and the dog, and I just get to knit all day. Get up, water the lawn, do some laundry, knit all day long, make myself some lunch, knit some more, make dinner for all of us, clean up, and knit some more. So I do have some yarn that came in the mail this week. I got my Yarnable. I'm pretty sure everybody has received theirs. I think I got this on Monday, and today is Sunday, so you've probably had almost a full week. So I will go ahead and share it. She got new labels. And this one is Cue the Confetti. So this will go on my Yarnable shelf, and we will see what I make with that. Might be socks. I don't know. I might pull and do a sweater. Or I have these two. This one is also sprinkled. This one is April 2024. Life is short, eat the donut. It's got like a beige with speckles. Then this one is Unicorn Dreamscape, and this is May of 2023, and it's like a gray with just hints of color in it. I don't know. But I do have plans for more sweaters. I have my sweater quantities over here, and I know what I'm doing with them. I'm going to hold these two together and make a garden cardigan, I think. I think that's going to be my next cast on, but I have to finish my Birch pullover and my Habitation throw first. I can't cast on anything else until I finish those. I can't. I want to, but I can't. I was looking through my needles, and the next two sweaters I want to cast on need a size 4. And I have 1/4 in my Maema and 1/4 in my West Knits Mystery Knit Along Go-Go Dynamo from last October. that I have not finished. So I ordered more needles. They'll be here sometime this week. So we'll see if I cast on 2 more shirts, 2 more sweaters, or if I can delay that gratification and finish my Habitation throw and my Birch pullover before I cast on anything else. I really want to finish those before I cast on anything else, but I really want to cast on the Salty Air Tea by Samantha Guerin in my caterpillar yarn from Yarn Cafe Creations. I really want to work with this yarn. It's got sparkle and tweed and it's green. I want to work with it. I want to cast it on. It's not caked up yet, so that helps. And I have this green that I want to do a daily pullover in on the sparkle tweed from Sinful Yarn. This is Warlock. Ooh, she had a really pretty burgundy, magenta, purpley pink in this that she put on her Instagram, and I'm sure it's in her Etsy shop. Oh, it's so beautiful. I want it, but I need to knit stuff first. So go check out Sinful Yarn on her Etsy shop and go look at all the beautiful sparkly tweed colors she has right now. And I think that is everything I wanted to talk about this week. Let's see what I get up to next week. I have 7 full days of knitting that I can do, I think. I want to finish my Birch pullover and my Habitation throw this week. I think that's my goal. What are you working on? What do you want to get finished this week? If you have any scrappy projects, remember to go post them in the Ravelry project, in the Ravelry page, the discussion board for your FOs and your chatter. And at the end of the month, I will be drawing more prizes for that. Let me know if you think I'm going to cast on something new this week, or if I will finish my 2 projects before casting on. Until next week, happy knitting.